Okay, Erwin, I wanted to show you really quickly what we needed to do for this. So on the Money Looper sites, you have this is what I'm going to call the inline form here. This is your new one that I created for you earlier. And then of course you also have, give it 5 seconds here. You have the pop-up form, okay, which is the modal form. So the process for making this inside of Sendlane, I wanted to show you how easy this is. Okay, so basically to create these forms, and this is going to be because Latian is going to want to do um, the front side for Money Looper. He's going to want to change the way these work the same way as we're doing for this page, and he's going to also want to change the one for ERM. Because the way we're doing it is the old legacy way that's outdated and it's not supported anymore, and so we're going to need to move to this new direction. Now, fortunately for the Money Looper, sites, for this one and the front-facing one, you can use the same set of forms. So you'll use the same form for both sites for the inline one, and you'll use the same form for the pop-up one, because all you really care about is submitting a form to Sendlane with the first name and email in it, and just making sure it goes to the correct list. And for this one and for the front-facing form, which I'll explain that in a second, they're going to the same place. So you only need 2 forms. Okay, so I want to show you this process, and it's the same way for ERM. So what you do is you go into Sendlane's dashboard, and you go over here to pop-ups. And then from pop-ups, you can see the forms that I created from Money Looper first. Here's the inline form. This is the one when the customers fill out to go to the checkout page. And then you have the JV for the videos. And I have a pop-up on here which you don't really need to look at. I'm gonna leave that one in there for you to look at. But you have the pop-up one, and then I have an inline one. And the inline one is the one that I gave you for the video to put inside your modal window. So it's just a form, and I want to cover that with you in just a second. But I want to show you how easy it is to create a new pop-up should you want to create another one inside of this one, which this is going to be, I think I'm logged in with Platinum, or team at platinumgroupmedia.com. So this is the wiseball.sendlane.com account. I think Easy Retired Millionaire is on the other one, the Latian AD login. So that one's going to be a bit different. So if you go to a new pop-up, I don't think you're not going to want to do pop-up or banner. You're going to want to click on inline, and then go to the next button, and you'll want to give it a test. And I'm just going to do Wade test 2 on this. Do not click the double opt-in. Leave that one off, and create the pop-up. From here, this is going to be the form. I know it looks like it's popped up even though we said inline, but just go with it here. You want to click the logo, cancel this because we're not going to put anything here. We're going to delete it. We're going to click on the text here. We're going to delete it. We're going to click on this, delete it. We're basically going to get the form down to where it's just first name, email, and submit, and that's it. That's all you need. Because you're going to be able to add other stuff to the form later on when we're finished. But right now we're just trying to get a form, a basic form. So we're going to go to next. You're going to want to say redirect to URL. Okay, so for any of the inline forms on your page where the customer is clicking, putting their email address and then going on to the ClickBank or the ClickBetter site to order it, you're going to put the checkout URL here. If it's for the JV video pop-up form, then you would want to put, for example, moneylooper.com/sl.php #close. You'd want to put the close address there. Okay, so it's going to be up to you on what you're doing it. I'm just going to put google.com right now. And then you hit save URL. It says the URL set. The last thing you want to do, this is the most important step, is you want to go down to the subscription list, and you want to make sure that when this particular form that you're creating is submitted, where does the user get subscribed to? Which list do they go inside of? Okay, so if it's for the case of Money Looper and Money Looper only, right now I'm just talking only about Money Looper, the inline form would go to RJ Sales, and the JV video one would go to RJJV. So you would pick the one that they go into, and then you're going to hit publish. Okay, when you're done, it's going to show you this script. Don't copy and paste that one. Go over here to show raw form, click that button on, and then copy the code, and this is what you're going to place on the page. Now I wanted to point out to you that you're able to add your own styles to anything you want to. You can change this all you want to, just don't change anything in here. This action, don't change anything about that. The inputs for like the first name, you can change this to hidden if you want. I can't do anything with it. Hold on. Let me bring Skype over into the window so you can see it. Here's our conversation. So if you wanted to go inside, like for example, let me put this on its own so you can see it better. So if you wanted to go inside the first name, you can change the type to hidden if you want, to hide it, and then just make sure that it has a value. Right, that's two different ones there. You're talking to me right now. So you can change it to hidden, and then maybe give it a value equals, you know, friend. You can change anything. The things that you don't want to change on a form, obviously, is this part. The name, you do not want to change what the name is. This is what it's expecting. So you can't change the name to that. You can't change this to first name or whatever. You know what I mean? You can't change that. It has to be left as 1. An email would be, the name would be 3. Anything else you can change in here. And the submit button, just make sure that if you want to change that button to an image of a button for the submit, you can do that. You can style it any way you want to. On any of the stuff up here, you can go over here, you can add IDs equals, you know, you can do whatever you want to help you style these better, but you just can't change the name. That's the most important thing. And that's about it. I mean, like I said, this same method can work when you're doing it on ERM. If you need to go in ERM, you'll have to log into the other Sendlane account. It's the same steps that you need to do to get this to work. So that's just that in a nutshell. From there, all I got to tell you, and I'm going to take Skype back out of the way here. From there, all I can tell you is that this should work. You don't need any more of that JavaScript that we put on the page to make the page submit to ClickBank or ClickBetter or whichever it is. So we should be good to go. Just the other address that Letian gave me, I'm trying to find it over here on Skype real fast. Can you see this right here where he says the copy his success money looper front underscore converter.php? That's where he says that that's where the actual ML is receiving traffic. So that page is working, but you're going to need to change it to basically mimic exactly what we're doing on the mlooper.com page. So it's going to need to do the same things. Like I said, for those, if I go back into the pop-ups, so for that front converter page that we're talking about right here, you're going to use this same Money Looper inline form right here. You can just get the code for that. You can actually get code. See this little button here? It says get code. You can actually get the code for that again just by going to that one. And then you'll want to use for the pop-up, for the videos, you'll want to use the JV inline one. And you can do the same thing. You can get the code for that as well. Again, you'll have to stylize it, so I would just recommend copying whatever you create on the mlooper.com site. If you have any questions, let me know. This short video just will kind of give you an idea what's going on. So talk to you later.